Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, and that of course means only one thing in terms of Pokemon Go, and that is of course Spotlight Hour. So Spotlight Hour featured a different Pokemon every week, and this time around it is going to feature Cutiefly. So we don't actually start the Spotlight Hour straight away, it is at 6 PM till 7 PM. So let's just clear out some recently caught catches, and then we can see what typing Cutiefly is by searching for those previous ones we've caught. Now we have got one shiny Cutiefly already, so that is good. We just could do with another one today to get the family complete, but it is a bug and fairy type. Hey up Rev, how are you? Thanks so much for dropping in very early today as well. Appreciate that, mate. So bug and fairy type, so the best way to make the most out of this Spotlight Hour is going to be to Mega Evolve a bug type. So let's go ahead and do that now. If we go down to Max Mega, these are all the things that we've Max Mega'd, and I think it's quite fitting that we Mega Evolve this Pinsir. It's currently back around on Mega Raids, and we'll Mega Evolve that for this Spotlight Hour. And that means that we'll get additional candy and also more XP per Cutiefly that we catch during the hour, which is crucial. And of course it is 2 times catch XP tonight as well. That is the Spotlight Hour bonus. So we are going to be putting a lucky egg on as well very soon. So first of all, let's just shiny check these around here, because these will turn into Cutieflies, and if we do pick up a shiny now, we will get a shiny Cutiefly. So it's definitely worth shiny checking these spawns, even though we will change in a moment. Glad to hear it, Rev. Yeah, I'm doing okay, thank you. Cutieflies are now amongst us, so 2 times catch XP has now started. Let's get a lucky egg on and let's get catching these Cutieflies. Now Cutiefly is actually quite a nice, excellent throw to do. Annoyingly it does move up though, so it just has to be around about where we want it before doing that excellent throw. There we go. A little bit of a curl and a little throw compared to other ones. Unless it goes up like that, then you have to throw it a little bit higher up. Now this Spotlight Hour would actually be quite good for Kyurem, the adventure effects on Kyurem. This one, Ice Burn, surrounds a Pokemon with ultra cold freezing, slows down the targeted ring during encounters, making it easier to land excellent throws. Now we haven't got much Kyurem candy at all, but if we go to the other Kyurem, this one is Freeze Shock, which will freeze a Pokemon and stop it from moving. So let's do that for 5 minutes and see how we get on with that. It's the first time I've ever used this Freeze Shock, and it should paralyze all the Pokemon. Really cool adventure effect that is. Super cool animation. It's the first time I've ever used that. That is pretty cool how the ground effects are there on that. That is super cool. And now that basically forces Cutiefly not to move at all. It's effectively like using a Nanab berry straight away. And that is helping us with these excellent throws. That is really, really good adventure effect there. It's a shame we haven't got too much Kyurem candy. But definitely becomes very, very useful in these sort of Spotlight Hours, where the Pokemon does tend to move quite a lot. Super, super cool graphic as well on that. I'm really liking the look of that, the pulsating sort of ice ring around you. Really, really cool. So let's go find ourselves some more Cutieflies. So let's just have a quick look at XP wise. We were just over 682 earlier this morning, so hoping to get closer towards the 683 mark by the time we finish this spotlight hour. So up here should be quite a lot of Cutiefly spawns. So this effect will really come into its own up here with how many Cutieflies we're going to hopefully see. So if you're comfortable, hey man, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. If you're comfortable with how fast or with how slow the ring is currently going down to the excellent throw circle, then this adventure effect from the black Kyurem definitely comes in handy, just keeping the Pokemon still. If it is a Pokemon that's spawning that has a really fast ring narrowing down to the excellent throw, then you can use a white Kyurem and that will just help it to slow that down, making those excellent throws a little bit easier. But it's not the excellent throws that we're struggling with tonight. It is just stopping that Cutiefly from flying upwards and downwards as it likes to do. And therefore we've used this black Kyurem adventure effect for the first time, and it is very cool. And those Cutieflies are caught now around here. It's the first time I've used it. It's really cool. I'm going to have to give the white Kyurem a go, but I do need to start ploughing some rare candy into Kyurem to make that possible. Unfortunately, most of my rare candy at the moment goes in with Dialga, because Dialga's adventure effect is very cool as well. With the Roar of Time, the classic adventure effect, but super effective in extending all your items, especially Lucky Egg, which is what we are very interested in at the moment in time, getting the most amount of XP as we can. So we've got a few more Cutieflies around here now. Messed up with a throw there though. That was terrible. Might be able to retrieve ourselves with this one. There we go. And we will just start catching some of these with these great balls just to make sure we stay in. So now we're not spending too much time trying to catch the same one while we've got this adventure effect ongoing. So Spotlight Hour tonight, of course, 2 times catch XP is a bonus, so that's something we're very interested in, but we are actually very interested in a shiny as well, and normally we're interested just for the sakes of trying to get one live on stream, which is of course very cool if we do that. But this week we actually really need it because we have only got one shiny Cutiefly. We need a second one for the family to be complete. So it would be very cool if we can get a second shiny Cutiefly and get that family done live on stream with you guys. Another excellent throw. These Cutieflies just keep appearing, man. Almost out of nowhere. They are so small on the map as well. Now the shiny, if you didn't see it before, when we checked what type in Cutiefly was when we found out it was bug and fairy. It is a very, very nice pink colour for shiny. And I believe the Rainbow Bee stays the same sort of pinky colour when it's evolved, which again would mean it's a very, very nice shiny. Let's hope we can find one of those during this spotlight hour. Now, just under 3 minutes left of this adventure effect. We'll have to see how much Kyurem candy we've got as to whether we can extend that. Another excellent throw. So we're nailing the excellent throws now. It's stationary. For such a small Pokemon, it does have quite a nice big catch circle. But definitely let me know in the comments below if you've done your spotlight hour already. Did you get any luck? Did you manage any shinies or any hundos? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. Now we should be able to turn our Pokemon GO Plus on. I think I've got it in my pocket. So we can get that spinning stops and just recouping some of these Pokeballs. There we go. It is now connected. Now without this adventure effect, it will fade off in just over a minute, but without it, you'll notice very shortly that the Cutiefly does love to start flying upwards rather quickly into you clicking on it and encountering it. It does quickly like to move about, so this adventure effect does definitely work quite well tonight. It's just a shame that we are low on the Kyurem candy after maxing out our Hundo one to level 50 during the Go Tour event. We've not really left much candy to be able to use the adventure effects with. And it is a shame that there doesn't seem to be Kyurem coming to raids anytime soon. Don't think I spotted it on the April information, unless I've missed it. But it would be nice to have that back in raid so we can fill up on the candy for it to use this adventure effect more often. Another Pokestop, and the adventure effect is now finished, so you'll probably see a big difference in us encountering fires now and how quick they do start to move upwards. We have to try and chuck our Pokeballs as quickly as we can and trying to hit that excellent throw without waiting too long, else Cutiefly will start flying upwards and it makes it a lot harder to get that excellent throw off when it does that. Or it'll dive bomb at you like that. Lovely Cutiefly, thank you very much for that. Now there is a route across here, we can follow this route across the tops. And also in addition to that, we will put our daily adventure incense on. And we will extend it as well by using Roar of Time. So we'll go ahead and do that in just a moment. Let's clear out all these Cutieflies we've caught so far. Catch that one on the incense. And then Roar of Time. And we will use this for half an hour, meaning that lucky egg that we put on at the start will now last for a full hour And we can go ahead and chuck a star piece on as well, just to make the most of it. We have loads and loads of star pieces, so we might as well use a few of those. So climbing up the XP now. Loads of XP earned already during this hour. And we may have a couple of friendships that we could check on as well on the friends list. Type in one day and some of these may actually go today. We can open this one up. And that's triggered that friendship. Another one here. This one will actually go best friends. Another couple down here. We'll open some more in just a moment. Let's catch these spawns around here first. We don't want to miss out on any shinies if at all possible. Headed back by our current buddy, which is our Hundo Yveltal. So again, Cutiefly just flying upwards there, making it a bit harder to do that excellent throw that time. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate anybody who's hit that subscribe button, who is a subscriber. Thank you very much. Make sure to turn your notification bell on. I will be hopefully doing a more consistent schedule. Of course, we go live every Tuesday, so this is not something that's inconsistent. We always go live on a Tuesday for Spotlight Hour, so make sure to tune in for Tuesday. That's a definite. But going ahead, I will try and do a more consistent schedule where we will go live potentially on a Monday, on a Max Monday. We'll try and make that a consistent feature. If people want to see that as a live video, we'll try and make that a consistent feature. And then also going live towards the end of the week, I'll need to try and work out whether Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays are the best day to go live on a consistent basis and potentially do the current event that's on. Normally there's an event spanning over the weekends, so maybe we can turn that into a consistent live video as well. So a few more Cutieflies around here before we get towards the end of this route, and we could probably get a few more friendship level ups off as well while we've got this lucky egg on. So let's just check that now. Let's type in one day again. So I always go through my friends list every morning to see who I can level up with that day. Make sure they're okay with me leveling up, and then get them open for when I've got a luck egg on. So a couple more there. Nice pink Shellos in the wild off the route. Route now finished. Is there any Zygarde cells knocking about? Doesn't look likely. So let's complete that route, and that should be the first route of the day, unless we've already done one early hours of this morning. Yeah, it looks like that's already been done today, but still another 2000 XP for doing that route. So 6:20, still no shinies as of yet during the spotlight hour. Hopefully we can get one tonight. But I'm sure a lot of you watching tonight will have heard the rumours, or the leaked rumours, about the new Pokemon Legends ZA game. Up to a total of 27 new megas are going to be added. That's not megas that are currently existing, so the likes of Mega Absol, of course, is going to be featured in the game. It was on the trailer, but that's not including the likes of that. It is additional megas, so that is brand new mega Pokemon. There's not going to be any new Pokemon